Hey guys, it is currently 10:58 in the morning on November 16th, and I am going to dive back into attempting to do the covers for the Ashley Jones trilogy. I tried to do this a couple days ago and quickly discovered that KDP does not have the same cover options as CreateSpace, nor do they have the same font options, so I couldn't even make that work at all. So in order to make the trilogy look the same, I have to redo the covers for books 1, 2, and then do book 3. So now that I am no longer as pissed off as I was that day, I'm going to do that. If you would like to see some super great highlights from that, the clip was 24 minutes long. I'm going to drop some of them into this video, so that way you can see some of the anger as it ensued and I pretended that I wasn't angry. And then after that, I'll get into this. Alright, I have gotten you as close as I possibly can, so we'll go from there. I apologize for not being able to do better than that, but... So we're going to open up paperback and start from there. I gotta sign in first, even though I just signed in 4 seconds ago. Okay. Starts with goodbye. There's no subtitle. 3. I can't remember if you're listed as Ashley Jones or the Ashley Jones. Give me a second to check something. And then I'll fill that in. Dude, I just signed in. God. The Ashley Jones trilogy. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, I totally need to do that. I have not done a book description yet. I think I have it somewhere, but I don't know where, so I'll do that later. Dude, general, thanks. Goddamn, dude. No. What? I don't know. Can I put it in later? I don't have a description yet. I think you can change it after you do it, but I want to make sure before I just jump off the diving board and have nothing to go off of. Oh, that's not bad since it's a romance. Okay, fine. You've won. Okay, so everything seems okay there. So I'm going to copy it. No, come on, you know I just want that part. Rude. Okay, save and continue. Save and continue. I think I use white paper. 5x8. I think. I think I've always used 5x8. Oh, for the love of God. I'll be back. There. I should trust myself more. It is 5x8. Allows printing at or off the edge of a page. It is used to support images. I don't think I have anything that's off the lines, so that's fine. Glossy. Save you one more time. Exit out. Upload manuscript. So I've never used Cover Creator on KDP, so we'll see what that looks like in comparison, I guess. I don't know if they have any covers that are like the one that I've been using. That's it? Oh my god. Okay, so this is pretty much what I needed, but... Oh good, this is the one. It has to be, just based on where everything is. There's no way it's not. Okay, so that's a step in the right direction. I don't need a biography though, because I don't have one on mine. So, can I change that? Maybe. I don't want a biography. I didn't... What? Let me... No. I don't want you there. I knew that this would be the biggest issue. I would like to reset. Can I reset? You gave me that option 4 seconds ago. Okay. Thanks. So, what sucks here is, I'll have to find a weird way to break it, because, this is what the other 2 books look like. Picture, description. There's no author's biography. And it appears that I can't do that here. Not that I'm surprised. So, hooray, I guess, or something. I don't know. That first paragraph is too big to fit up there by itself, so it won't work no matter what. Well, can I really not move it over? Oh my god. Roxy, please stop whining at me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 lines of text, 9 actually, that fit on the one I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, need to go smaller. 10 point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm realizing that no matter what I do, it's going to be different than it was on mine. It's too close. Okay. I don't know what font style this is. Oh my god. I literally just need to know what font choice I have. Because there were only like 6 font choices available on CreateSpace for this cover, so I know which one it was there. I know I said I was going to go into this with an open mind, but so far it has not been very open. No. Really? Jesus Christ. Okay, so I can't check at all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what font this is. Even see it. Oh my god. I don't even have it. Alright, before I have an anxiety attack, I'm gonna call this a day and not deal with this shit right now. And then I will come back later when I'm ready to deal with this shit. Because this means that I'm going to have to redesign all 3 book covers and that I will always just own 2 copies that look nothing like the 3rd book. Which is fun and joyous, and I love it. And after this is done, I am never looking at this series again. Honest to God. Shit you not. So, yeah. I'll see you guys when I decide to do this shit again. So I know I never showed the process when I did CreateSpace. I never got the chance to do that before KDP happened. But these are all the covers that they have on KDP. There used to be many more on CreateSpace. There was at least 3 pages, if not more. And this is the one I have to use because I have a front cover image for my books. This is the one I have to use. There are literally no other options, or else it will screw up everything, according to them, because this is the only one. So, hooray. So I have no choice here. I know that I can remove this stupid thing, sort of. You can't do much else outside of that. But, I'm going to do this, I guess, see what happens. I don't know, it all annoys the hell out of me. CreateSpace had several options where the covers, you could put a front image here, you could put a back image here, whatever you wanted to do. You didn't have to have a PDF or anything like that. You could do it all in their cover creator and still have options. Here, you don't have that, so hooray. I'm going to put the image here for The Bridge to Truth Can Be Rickety, and then I'm going to go through and figure out what I can do here to make it not look quite as bullshitty, I guess, for the description, and see what happens, because this is for an author's bio. I don't want one of those. I don't put those on my books, so we'll see what happens, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, so I've gone through the dumb layout thing down here. This is the only one that doesn't look totally stupid. This is an author's pick. This is an author's pick. This is basically this, but it takes up more room, I think. Yeah, I'll do that, I guess. That's an author's pick. That's the one I had, I think. That's an author's pick for some reason. That one's here. And that one's here. Regardless of where they are, I hate them. So, there's that. Oh, I don't want to do that. As a side note, I also hate all of their font choices here. This one took me a while to scroll through and find one that didn't completely hurt my eyes when I was looking through them. But it's like, I'll note a couple things here. 1, they are not in alphabetical order. You can see that right away. And 2, none of them make any sense. Some of them are this. Like, no thank you. I don't want that on the back of my book. I'm sure that's okay for some books, but most of the time I would say it's going to look unprofessional. I've used that for titles, but I'm going to tell you right now that most people nowadays can't read cursive. I can read most cursive, but a lot of kids can't. So I settled for this one, which is one of the few that doesn't hurt my eyes to look at. But either way, I'm not super pleased. And I think that's being gentle here. So I guess that's about probably the red that I had, or something close to it. Oh god. I wouldn't know for sure. But I am certain that after this, 100%, no, okay. After this 100%, I'm going to make sure that I figure out how to do the PDF covers, so that way I can just immediately upload it and not have to deal with this, because this is insane, to say the least. It's irritating as hell. But either way, I'm going to find a red that isn't completely annoying.
and then go from there and move on to book 2, and then I'll show you the finished result for book 2, and then do book 3. Alright, here's this one, and I will say that so far with both images, when I've had them in the edit mode, a little warning triangle has popped up here to tell me that the image isn't high enough quality, despite the fact that it worked just fine on CreateSpace. So I'm expecting the manual review to tell me that they're not good enough quality, which means that I'm totally boned because these images are on my old laptop, which I can't turn on because the fan is shot, and every time that I turn it on, it tells me that leaving it on is a danger to the hardware and the hard drive, and I'll lose data and shit like that. So if the manual review decides that these images don't work, I'll have to figure something else out. So, I'm going to do book 3. I'm going to hope for the best from the next 72 hours that these reviews could take, and we'll go from there. But I'll see you when I finish the 3rd cover. Alright, so finally done with this one. I changed a few things around with the description, so I'll need to go back to the first page to fix the description that will appear on their website, and then go from there. This makes all 3 books done, save for the whole review process that will have to occur. So I need to do this, but I'll do that in a second if it will let me. Sweet. So I think that's the only other thing I need to change at the moment, you know, until they tell me otherwise. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll have to bring up the previewer, look at it in the in their digital previewer, accept that that is indeed what I did to the book, and then they will manually review it within the next 72 hours and tell me everything that I've done wrong. I'm still 100% expecting them to tell me that all 3 book covers are incorrect, and then I'll have to figure something else out. But we'll see. And either way, I think I'll probably give you one last update when I'm done with all of this.
Alright, so it's 12:21, and for all intents and purposes, I am done. I haven't clicked publish yet, but in the terms and conditions here, like I said before, it does say it can take up to 72 hours for your book to be available for purchase on Amazon. Until then, the book status will be in review on your bookshelf. This one doesn't say anything about a manual review here. I think that the manual review has been on the others, but I don't know. It says I can click here to request a proof copy of my book. So I'm gonna go back and see, save and continue. I'm gonna go back and see if it says anything about the manual review, because if it points out something wrong and I have to change it, there is no way in hell that I'm buying 2 proof copies of the book, one before they make me change stuff and one after. So there's that. But I don't want to publish it if I haven't been able to look at it. I have always had a proof copy, so it doesn't say anything. I'm gonna go to save as draft. The others have 100% said something about it. I do not see that on here, and that's, I don't want to order a proof if they're going to make me change things, or if there's even a risk of them making me change things. So let's go to my bookshelf. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so this on the, like for instance on See None, Hear None, Speak None, it says your recent changes are currently under review. Titles are typically reviewed and published within 72 hours. Review times vary and may take longer if publishing rights need to be verified. Meanwhile, the previous version of your title is live on Amazon and is available for purchase. I don't know. I don't know if that's just because I made changes to books that already existed, or what. I would just hate to buy this copy and then and then be told that I had to change stuff. Because it doesn't say anything about that. It just says that it can take up to 72 hours for your book to be available for purchase. I guess I'll request a proof copy and I'll put it in my cart and go from there. Yeah. I think to be safe, I'll wait to order it until the manual reviews for the other 2 books come in. Because I don't want to risk anything having to be changed, and I don't want to buy it and then be totally screwed on that. I'm actually just gonna wait entirely because it just says submit proof request, and I don't know if that means it sends it to my cart or not. So I'm not going to do anything else until the reviews of books 1 and 2 come back, and depending on what happens there, if everything goes well, I will buy the copy of It Starts With Goodbye, so that way I can unbox it and review it and see what everything looks like. And if something doesn't go well, then we'll change everything and see what happens. I don't know how I would change anything, but I can pretend that I know. So I think that's all I have for this video, and then I'll see you again when the reviews are done. Assuming that that's something I get notified of. It was required on CreateSpace no matter what, which is why I'm a little bit shifty on the fact that they even allow me to buy a proof right now. On CreateSpace, you had to wait until someone had reviewed it, and then you could buy a proof. So that's a little shifty to me, and I worry about that, so I'm going to wait until the reviews for the other 2 books come in and see if a review for this one comes in, because again, I don't want to be duped. There's no information, and I don't want to be duped. So that's all I got. It has already been I feel like this has been a super long journey, and I want nothing more than, at this point, to be done with this trilogy and never look at it again. So that's what we're aiming for. I would love to have this done by this month so I never have to see it again. That would be my dream at this point. After this series is done, I am moving on to things that I genuinely 100% am proud of. I am not super proud of books 1 and 2. I only started publishing this trilogy because there were people who said they would buy it because they enjoyed the first drafts. They didn't buy it, spoiler alert. And if I didn't already have those 2 books out, I wouldn't have rewritten the 3rd one, and I wouldn't have put out the 3rd one. But the 3rd one is the only one that I'm actually even mildly proud of. I still feel like it's not my best work because I had to try and keep it mildly in comparison to the first 2. And that was annoying, to say the least. But after this is done, I am never, ever going to put out a book that I am not proud of. Previously, I have only put out books that either I did because of a NaNoWRIMO deal, which is what happened with my very first book, or because someone said that I should, or because it just felt like I had to, or with this series because someone else said they liked it and that they would buy copies of it once it went live. But after this, I'm not doing that anymore. After this trilogy is completely done and after all 3 books are out, I will only self-publish books that I am 100% proud of. I'm super excited for Ashes in the Light once I finish fixing stuff. I'm super excited for Cut to the Kill. I cannot wait for you guys to see that on this channel and to see the process that has gone into it and all of that. I cannot wait for that to happen. It'll be a while yet, but I can't wait. I'm so excited for the eventual Bo Austin series to come out, the Bo Austin Taylor series, Alice and Jake series, Dom and Ash's series. I am excited for almost every single book I have worked on since 2016, and I cannot wait to be at a place where I can start putting those out and be proud of every single thing that comes out of my head and that comes out onto the store. Have I written books since 2016 that I am not proud of? Yes. One for certain, and the others I stopped before I even finished them because I knew it was not something that I enjoyed, and I knew it wasn't something that I would end up being proud of. But after this, I am super excited to just be able to get into things that I am proud of and that I want other people to be able to enjoy as much as I enjoyed writing them. And that's the eventual goal, even though I know it will be a while before I actually genuinely get there. And it starts with this. It starts with all of this BS and the long process that has gone into this damn cover thing and the annoying KDP process and all of that super thrilling jazz. So that's all I have for right now. And then I'll see you guys when presumably these reviews come in, if an email comes in for that. Emails came in on CreateSpace. I don't know how KDP works, so I'm not 100% sure how that goes down. But if I get told that the reviews are done, I'll see you then. And if not, I'll make sure that I update you guys at least one more time before I actually physically order the proof, no matter what. But that is all that I have for this video. So if you enjoyed watching the mess of KDP, a like is always appreciated. And if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, my books, the gaming videos that I presumably do every Friday, depending on internet and dying light issues. So if you want to stay updated on all of that, feel free to subscribe. All the links to my authors pages, as well as the links to my social media, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.